The purpose of this demonstration is to show the user how to set the elevation properties of a layer after data is imported into the system. If the elevation or Z coordinates are not specified when the dataset is imported into the system, the data will only appear as two-dimensional, as the program does not know which attribute carries the elevation data for each object. The system will, by default, display the elevation data using colder blue colors for the lowest elevations, ranging to red for the highest elevations. The user may also want to display the color scheme for another variable, such as an ore or contamination attribute. This demonstration will focus on selecting the elevation attribute for a layer to display the data as three-dimensional, as well as using the Z Color Range tab to set the color display for a layer. To begin, we will import a contaminated soils layer as a two-dimensional dataset so that we can set the elevation attribute in the system. When importing the data, do not set the Z coordinate to anything. Leave it as none. As you can see, the imported dataset has been displayed in 2D in the graphics window because we have not yet set the elevation attribute for the data. We need to set the Z coordinate so that the system will know which attribute to use for the 3D display. We can do this by opening the Layer Properties window for the dataset by double-clicking on the layer itself. Under the General Settings tab, click on the Attribute Name drop-down menu and select Elevation. Then click on the Use for Elevation button to the right of the drop-down menu. Next, click on the Z Color Range tab and click Enable. Click OK to display the new layer properties. As you can see, the system has set the data to 3D using the elevation attribute. It has also assigned color to show the lowest elevations as blue and the highest elevations as red. Be sure to save your project as you go so as to not lose any completed work. Lastly, we can set the system to display any other attribute in the layer with a color range. For example, you might choose to show the contamination variable to display areas of high and low contamination within the dataset. To assign a color range to another variable, open the Layer Properties window and select the Z Color Range tab. Select the attribute you wish to display by using the drop-down menu. We will select the var1 attribute in this case, as it will show the contamination aspect for this dataset. As you can see, the program is now showing areas of low contamination as blue, while areas of high contamination are green to red in color. Since we have not changed the elevation attribute, the 3D aspect of the data has been retained. Save the project to make the new changes permanent. Thank you for watching this demonstration.